Okay, so I actually decided I'm gonna make up the 4, and I want to show you how I do it because I want you to see if you see proper technique, hopefully. Okay, so number 1, in the first 4, all of them need the ionized water. Number 1 needs 3.5, number 2 needs 2.5, number 3 needs 1.5, and number 4 needs 0.4. Okay, so I have my distilled water here, and I'm using 10 ml pipette. Okay, I got a pipette attached to it, so I need to put 3.5, 2.5, 1.5, 0.5. So what I'm going to do is, so this goes down to 10, so I'm going to rinse it out. Okay. Rinse it out really good because there's possibly some hydrogen peroxide in there, and that could mess up the experiment. So what I'm doing is I'm just running some distilled water through the pipette and then put it in the sink. Doing that a couple times. Okay. I'll show you a little bit closer of what I'm doing as far as measuring this out. So, so this is the pipette, and it goes up to 10 mils, and I need 3.5. So it goes. This is 10, and I need 3.5. So if I go up to 6.5, that's 3.5. All right, and then for 2.5, you go to 7.5. 1.5, you go to 8.5. Now, actually, it's 8.5 is there. So 6.5 is there. It's not there, it's there. 6.5, that's 3.5. Then 2.5, 1.5. Now to get a half, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to I'm going to go to 7 and then only go down to 7.5. All right. So you just have to think about what the scale is telling you here. It doesn't say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It does on the other side, but it's harder to read. You just have to do subtraction. So I need to get deionized water. Okay, so I'm going to go up to 6.5. First one, and I just roll this, and I get to pump up to 6.5. Okay, now I want to make sure that I get it in there, so I kind of touch my finger lightly, and then I get all of it in there. All right. Okay, now I'm going to do 2.5, which is up to 7. Okay, you see my finger? That's so that I can have better direct. Now I want 1.5. So I go up to 8.5. Okay. And then finally I'm going to get only a half, so I'm going to go up to 8 and only put 0.5 in. Okay. So I'm done with the water. Alright, now I need to add 1 ml of the acetate buffer to each one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I have 4 of them. Each one of them needs 1, so I'm going to add, I'm going to go up to 5, and then I'll go down to 6, 7, 8, and then 9. Okay. So you don't have to, you can use one draw to get your appropriate amount. So I'm up to 5, so I'm going to hold my finger 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Anything excess you can put back in. Typically you don't put back in, but you put in a waste bucket. But I'm okay with it because we don't have a lot of that. Okay. So next one, I need different amounts of Ki. I need 1. Number 1 gets 1, number 2 gets 2, number 3 gets 3, and number 4 gets 4. Okay, and that's the potassium iodide. So technically 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 is 10. So if I go all the way up to 0, I go 1, then 2, then 3, and then 4, all the way to the end. And I'll see how it works. I'll pull it up to 0. Okay, so it's up to 0. So the first one gets 1 mil. Second one gets 2 mils, so I'll go down to 3. Okay, next one needs 3, so you go down to 6. Then the last one gets what's left over. 6 times 10 is 4. Alright. And there's usually one little drop, just let it, just sort of wiggle it and it'll come off. Okay, so, alright, now I need 1 mil of the sodium thiocyanate. I'm going to rinse out the pipette. So I need 1 mil of each, so 1. Then there's 4 of them, so I'm going to come up to 5, or I'll come up to 4, and I'll go 1 each, so get me down 1 mil down to 5, 1 mil down to 6. Oh, shoot, overshot it. Okay, so. Okay, so I need to make some number 2 over. So I'll just go ahead and add 1 mil. So there's 1 mil left over here. So number 2 gets 1 mil of that. 2.5 of water. Number 2 gets Ki, 2 mils of Ki. And then 1 mil buffer. All right. Okay. Now with the I have the 4 test tubes that need the I need starch each one, so each one of them gets 5 drops of starch. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't have to be exact. I try to be good. 1, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right, and then I put appropriate amounts of hydroperoxide in each one, which can be 3 in each of them. So I'm gonna first of all rinse these guys out with okay, so each one of these gets 3 mils. So one, 2, 3. So I'm filling up the 3, and I go down 6, and then down 9, and then same thing. 3 to 6, and 6 to 9. Okay. All right, and I'll rinse that out later. Okay, so now let's do this again. Okay. So I have my number 1, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my hydrogen peroxide, and I'm gonna add it at 222 and 30 seconds. To 22:30. Okay, now I'm going to actually wait for this. I'm going to shake it a little bit. Figure it'd take about 2 minutes, maybe 3. Okay. So right now, it would be nice if I had a phone give me the exact time. So it's been 1 minute, so it's 2:23:30. This, if I had somebody working with me, I could have somebody recording the time and that way you don't get distracted here. Okay, so and you could probably watch on the recorder to see how long it's been. So it's been 1.5 minutes now. Okay, 10 more seconds for 2 minutes. Yeah, my guess is you guys have probably fast forwarded to the end, but can't do that in real life. So it's 2 minutes. Oop, there it goes. 15, 45, looks at 45, okay, 45, all right, 2:24, 45, 2:24, 45, 2:24, 45, okay, 2 minutes and 15 seconds, okay. Right. Number 1. Okay, good. Number 2, I'm going to start it at basically it says 224. I'm gonna wait 30 more seconds till it gets to 225, and then I'll add it, and then record it. I think this will go a little faster. So adding the hydroperoxide just completes the reaction. And so ready, set, 1, 3, 2, 1, add. Okay. So 225 exactly. Okay. Just shake it a little bit. You don't have to make shaking vigorously. So it's been a half minute. Going on 45 seconds. One minute. There it goes. So 226.10. 226.10. Okay, number 3. Okay, I'm gonna start this at 227. 10 more seconds. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fast off. Okay. All right. At least I know it's changing. So 227 is when I started. Okay, I know I'm recording the sounds to you guys out there and the video, so I don't have to write them down, but I am going to. So that was 227. Okay, and so it's been 40 seconds. And shaking it doesn't make it go faster, right? I mean, it does kind of. Not a lot. So it's been 50 seconds. Boom. All right. I would say 55 seconds. Okay, so at 2:27 and 50 seconds. 2:27 and 50. Some 50 seconds. And number 4. Okay, I'm gonna do this at right now, which is 2:28 30. 2:28:30. 2:28:30. 2:28:30. It's been 30 seconds. Oh, it's done. So at 2:29 it was done. 2:29. So it took 30 seconds. All right. Number 5. We're going to start it on the bottom at 229.30. 1, 2, 0, add. Okay. 229.30. And 30 seconds. No, this one, there's this one, and we don't know if this one should go faster or not because we have to look at the concentration. So it's been almost a minute, it hasn't changed. That might be okay. I'm not gonna worry about it until I look at my my results, if that's what's expected. Okay, so if it doesn't turn blue at all, then I'll worry about it because then I probably forgot to add something. So it's been a minute and 15 seconds. It's number 5, minute 30. Almost 2 minutes. Two minutes. Part B of this lab, I might do oh, there it goes. It just turned. 2:31:35. 2:31:35. That was a minute and 35 seconds. Okay. Number 6. I'm going to add it right now. It's at the top at 2:32. Okay. $2:32. So the last one was a minute and 35 seconds. I can't remember what I said, but hopefully it was like 2:31, something like that. Okay, so it's been 35 seconds for this one. Oh, like I said, I hope it's going to change a second. Part B, I may do separately at a different time. Okay. Maybe toward the end of the semester. That's the energy of activation. I'm trying to do, I come in on Fridays and I'm trying to do 2 or 3 labs a day, and it actually takes quite a bit of time to do them. For your class, we allot you 4.5 hours to do this lab. Okay, there it goes. It's 2:33 and a half. 2:33 and a half. 2:33:30. Okay, the last one. All right, I'm gonna do it at the top at 2:34. All right, add. 2:34 is my start. And this is the last one. After this, I will clean up and I have a waste bin actually to pour all these chemicals into. I don't pour them down the sink. Any used chemicals, I pour them into a bin that's specific for this experiment. Okay, so sometimes this stuff can be hazardous. So, okay, so it's been 40 seconds. 34 and 45 seconds. Ideally, I would like to have a good calculator and a stopwatch where I'm touching it exactly when it starts and goes. But I can't, I'm not doing that. I'll still get pretty good results. 1 minute exactly, okay? So 2:35, it went over. Okay, so they're done. All right, so that's it. What I'll do is, just like in the other labs, what we have to do is now put this data together and see how to get the rate law from it, which include the exponent, the power, and the rate constant. Okay, so that's it.